1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
It was born for Christmas. It was t-shirt weather before Christmas, during Christmas, after Christmas, and after New Year's. It is freezing now. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to get warm, back to t-shirt weather in about a week. Georgia has insane weather. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like you don't know. They call it. I mean, I was warned when I moved down here. They call it pneumonia weather. Like it's hot, and this is anywhere else is snowing. Georgia, you don't know if it's gonna be hot one day, cold the next day, like freezing. It gets cold. You know, it don't get cold like Jersey or New York or Minnesota or Chicago or well, Chicago doesn't really get cold; it gets windy. You know, but it don't get cold like the North. But it gets pretty cold. Like it's they've had snowmageddon here and all of that stuff. You know, it's I'm used to worse, but if it gets cold enough to snow, it gets cold. It is freezing now, and it makes no. I'm annoyed. Like it makes no sense. I got rid of my heater because I was like, oh, okay, well, it's gonna be a warm year this year. I'm good, man. Nope, I don't do requests. Antoine, what up, man? I mean Anton, what up, bro? What up, my brother? if you're. I don't. I don't know if this dude is is trolling, but I'm gonna block him. Yeah, but Antoine is different, bro. Anton is it's it's basically it's a different version of Anthony. Antonio, Anton, Anthony. Antoine is like, well, I guess that's the French version of Anthony. I don't know. How did the rehearsal go, bro? Ah. Oh, I thought you said. I thought you were saying. Okay, you need to learn. Okay, got some stuff knocked out. I love rehearsals like that. Yo, that rehearsal stuff, it whips you into shape, bro. Whenever you're in a situation where you got to rehearse a lot, it whips you into shape. You take a lot of lessons out of that into other situations. glass. I need my glasses. Okay. Okay. This ain't making sense, bro. I'm blind as a bat. Dude, any music school is whiplash right out the torture. That's not real, bro. Somebody else, my my the musical director that I work with, I'm sitting there like I'm just, messing around with some straight ahead. He goes, "Hey, Mark, you ever hear of whiplash?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've heard it. People say, oh, you should watch it." He said it's not really real, but it has some really deep lessons. And the reason why he said it's not really real is because it's not real. It's not real. A lot of people look at whiplash. Oh wow, it can't catch the signal over here. It can over here, but it can't over there. Okay. That's weird. But yeah, whiplash, like any music school is like it's like it's a lot of hours. That's what the movie had, right? But all the throwing stuff at, dude, he would have got jumped by the students, man. Or the school would have gotten sued by the students' parents. I want to see it now though, because I've heard a lot about it in terms of it's not realistic in terms of like a lot of stuff's like completely exaggerated. But because they're not gonna beat you up or just like dog you out because you're not playing a song right. There's a bunch of students that are doing the same thing that you're doing. They'll just get a better one. They'll just make you second chair or third chair. Like you just get bumped to second or third chair and they have somebody else's first chair. It's not that deep. But I'm telling you, man, stuff like that, bro, it pays off later on. It pays off. Yeah, that's what people say. They say, oh, it's a little exaggerated, but and a little toxic, but it's got some serious, like the plot is like really, really good. Like I gotta make this mouse bigger. Ah, ah. There we go. I added a couple. I added. Well, I'm not gonna say a couple. I added one microphone, and now I hear all the overtones. I hear the reso heads of the drums vibrating every time I hit my bass drum. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, and it's aimed behind me towards like it's it's aimed towards the batter head. It's back there, but aimed towards the batter head. But man, I'm hearing like every reso head go boom, boom, boom. Still hear it, but it's not as bad. Oh, theater concert, yeah, dude, that's the good stuff, man. That's the good stuff. Um, anything that's like, dude, being a pit musician, it's good money, bro, and it looks good on your resume, bro. Being a pit musician, I I I kind of I do. It's like every 3 years I work with this other company, and I'm one of the pit drummers. Actually, now I'm like the only one. So, that's the musical director. He usually has he had something recently. This is like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was like the pit drummer. But yeah, when it's just like you and a bunch of other, and like you're down here and everybody's up there performing, it's fun, man. All they do is just put a bunch of sheet music in your face, you know, and then you play it, and they figure out what doesn't work, so they take your music back and rewrite it and send it back to you, and you play it again, and they're like, that don't work, and they take your music back. Like they might be like, okay, the drums don't work in this part, okay, and they just rewrite it and then give it back to you, and the next day you're playing that version, and it's like, oh, okay, the drums sound good, but I don't know, man. The cellos don't really sound, you know what I mean? Like this time we had flutes, we had a flute section, we had a trombone section, and we had a saxophone section. Um, and with electric bass, drums, piano, and it's musical accompaniment that goes along um, to the performance. But like it was like, oh, you know, well, the flute part ain't working. Play this, and they just literally. Usually, this guy, he's so great. He just rewrites all the, like, okay, well here, blah 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 blah, puts all the corrections there, and then he gives them to you, and um, then the next day he'll take that piece of paper, and the next day he'll take it, go home, print out the everything written as he wants it, send it to you as soon as you get home. Like he'll send it to you, and you get to practice it, and you come back. You know what I mean? So it's like really, it's it's pretty wild, man. Like seeing how that stuff works out. You know. Yeah, exactly. You really don't know the. Well, I'm kind of corny like that. I like knowing the plot. You know what I mean? I like to know the plot. I like to know, you know, because I want to see it later. You know what I mean? Um, if it's able to be filmed, then usually they video it. So, or like my family's there, and they don't really. They might see me. I'm in a plexiglass enclosed situation. So, um, but yeah, I mean, we had a choir, again, flute section, saxophone section, trombone. Of course, we had a guitar, bass, piano, drums, and a huge choir. So I like, but I also pay attention to the plot line because I like to, like, even when I'm playing, if I'm playing in like a rock band, I listen to the lead singer, and it's weird because most people don't. Like, I need the lead singer, I need the bass, and I need all the instruments. Um, I need all of the instruments in my feed. My drums, yeah, I don't really need it that much. I know what I sound like. I know what I sound like. But I especially need the lead singer or the lead guitarist or whatever it is, whatever's going to be lead, because I follow the lead. You know what I mean? They follow me. I lead the band rhythmically, you know, but I like to know, okay, he's singing this, let me go into this section. He's singing that. That's why with all my sheet music, I have the lyrics written out. You know, so now it's kind of weird, but I like to know every part of what's going on. Um, and I think what happens is I think what happens is I um I got into a situation years ago where I had to learn all the bass, all the drums, all the guitar, all the piano. I had to know the lyrics, because I didn't know if one day I was going to be playing drums, one day I was going to be playing bass, one day I was going to be playing guitar, one day I was going to be playing piano. I didn't know. I didn't know. One day I was gonna be playing one day I was gonna be learning like playing the percussion parts. Um so so I like but I've just gotten into a habit of they've even wanted me to sing. I'm like, no. Um but I didn't yeah. I didn't like but that's how I learn. That's how I learn that's how I began to learn like and follow music. Now, whatever the situation is, I need to hear all the dialogue, the lead, like all the vocals, all the dialogue. I need to hear everything, because I can follow along to kind of play appropriately because a lot of times we get space that the basic framework is here, but we're asked to improvise in there. You know what I mean? So, okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Bro, that's good experience, man. It's real good experience, man. And you're getting that experience that early? Man, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Bro, the 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 tones that I'm hearing, it's reverberating right into this floor time. It sucks, man. Still here. Solve what? I'm sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. Nah, this sounds too low. There we go. Well, there's a special thing you're supposed to do. Get a piece of. There's this guy, man. I think he's in Britain. Um, what you do is you thumbtack like a piece of cloth down here. That way it blocks all like there's a certain height it has to be. It can't be all the way up. It's got to be like halfway up the tom. But if it's put right in half, so that the it's like it's not too. I don't know if this is a term, but reverberating. The noise, the sound waves don't reverberate too much. Um, because what happens is then you get this. Now, if I hit my bass drum soft, I can hear it. If I hit it loud, you can kind of sort of hear it, but the bass drum is so loud it kind of blocks it out. There's a way to do it. I just don't feel like doing it. That means I got to take the head off and do all this. I don't feel like doing it. But once I get off my lazy behind and do it, it'll be worth it. That's why like my snare is tuned high because I'm used to jazz snares. Usually my toms are fairly low. They're more like mid-rangey low. But I tune my snare high because I'm just used to listening to jazz guys. Because jazz guys tune their snare, their toms, and their bass drum high. Tune it real high. Because what happens is the same way my bass drum is reverberating into this floor tom, when you're playing upright if upright bass, when you're playing, if your drums are tuned too low, you can hear all of the drum notes reverberating in the upright bass. That's why they tune all that stuff. They tune the drums like really high. So. What do you say? Take five. I usually don't take. I usually don't take requests, but yeah, it's pretty simple. Oh, what'd you say? You can't. Well, it's not because the song is easy. It's because all I've done is this for hours.
3
You
4
know,
5
so
1 2 3 4
trying to
5
keep the
1
sticks
2
from
3
flying out
4
my
5
hand. My
1
hands are
2 3
really dry.
4
I
5
need stick
1 2
wax. That's
3
what I
4
need.
5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4
You know,
5 1
so
2 3 4 5 1
I've
2
just
3
spent
4 5 1 2 3 4
hours
5 1 2
and
3 4 5
hours
1 2
doing that.
3 4 5
So
1 2
anything in
3
five
4
just
5 1
is
2
easy.
3 4
So
5 1 2 3 4 5 1
I spent insane hours doing that. Playing, I would go one exercise. I would go 3 4, 4 4, 5 4, 6 4, 7 4, 8, 9 4, 10 4, 11 4, 12 4, 13 4, 14 4, 15 4. Like I would just like take the metronome higher and higher and just keep going as far as I can. Um, but yeah, man. So anything in odd time, and I would just sit there and spend hours. If it's like 7 8, I would just like play every possible permutation of, or I would play 14 over 7, which is basically 2 7. It's an extended 7. It's just two groups of 7, or 10 over 5. It's just two groups of 5, or 15 over. Yeah, no, yeah, no, 10 over 4, or 10 over 8. You know, and really, it's 10. It's not 5. You can say, well, that's really 5 4. No, it's 10. If you're playing something in 10, if you're going, that's 10. That's a group of, that's a phrase of 10. So it's 10 4, or depending on how you play it, 10 8. But like I would just play every possible permutation. Um, so because I wanted to be able, because it was a point in time where I I struggled to play Take Five. That's one of my favorite. You know, that's one of my favorite songs. Um, Joe Morello is one of my all-time favorite jazz drummers, and it was hard to play. You know, so I said, all right, I'm usually an extreme person. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna veg out on 5 4 forever until I finally get it. And because I was like, you know what, I want to be able to play it in 5 easily. I want to have different versions of 5 to be able to play it. I want to be able to play over the bar line. I want to play, you know what I mean? And I just took that thinking And I just like, while I'm at it, man, I might as well just do it with everything. I do it with 9/8, do it with 7/8, do it with like 15/16, do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, 213. Okay. Oh, Maya. Yeah. Yeah. No, I remember. Ah, you like the Canadian girl. Ah. Ah, Maya. Um, well, I'll say this. There were girls that I thought was like, oh my goodness. Oh, she's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I was like, I'm gonna marry her. And then your life kind of moves on. There we go. Turn it down. Your life kind of moves on, and like I don't say it move. I don't mean it moves on. You just get busy living life. You move to the next stage of your life, and then you come back and you see that girl, and you're like, huh? And I'll be real, bro. When I met my wife, it was like, I'm done. I don't want nobody else. She's the one. And she was like that with me. She was like, well, the thing about my wife, bro, is people were intimidated by her because she's insanely intelligent. She's got her master's degree. She went to all girls private high school, and then she went to an all girls college, like a prestigious all girls college. Um, she went to like the high school she went to was like an all girls Catholic school, and she always dated dudes way older than her. Um, so my friends, man, they like some of my friends. They knew me. They were like, "Nah, we know Mark. He's, whatever." But a lot of dudes I knew were like, "Man, you ain't never gonna get her." I was like, "I'm gonna marry her." I said, "Not only that, I'm gonna marry her." They was like, "Man, she ain't gonna give you the time of day." They were like, "Man, you got a rinky dink job, and she's working in corporate, or she's working for some company, out of Australia." I was like, "Man, you ain't never gonna get her." I was like, "Yeah, all right." Now my other friends, they were like, "Boy, you got good taste, boy. You got good taste. You got good taste." Um, and they never doubted me, but like there were people who were like, "There's no way," because she didn't go out on a lot of dates because dudes were intimidated by her. They were like seriously intimidated by her. But that's like I wanted somebody who was like pretty and smart, and educated. I wanted somebody who was beautiful, smart, educated, and into the arts, um, among other things. Um, but yeah, and she was when I say into the arts, her mother was a dance instructor, so she was dancing since she was 2. You know what I mean? So and she was like a leader. You know what I mean? She was a leader. Um, in her circle, like she was the intimidating one. You know, but she was everything I always wanted, man. So all those other girls, there was a bunch of girls. Like there was this one girl, this Korean girl, Kari. I Up until my wife, she was the one that got away. We were each other's one that got away. Um, and then I had two other girls that were kind of like the ones that got away. I was their one that got away. There was two other girls, and they still didn't care, man. They By the time we got married, they didn't care. They tried to contact me. They were like, "Why don't you fly up to Jersey? We could rent a motel and do our thing." I was like, "I'm happily married." Block. So my point is, once you find that person, it's gonna be like, you're gonna you're gonna know, man. You're gonna know. And I'll say this. My wife, and we joke about this, when she saw me, I tell people, yeah, she was mesmerized by my sheer magnificence. Um, because she was. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know her from a can of spray paint. And she knew exactly who I was. And we got together because she contacted a friend of mine who's a lawyer. Um, and she goes, "Who's that guy?" And he's like, "Oh, that's Mark. Oh, you want me to introduce you?" So they introduced us. He was like, "Hey, this is Danielle." So I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you." And she's standing there waiting to talk. I was in conversation with this guy who was a sound guy. Um, and I'm like, "Okay." And then she kind of like is okay, and she kind of walks away. And I see her in the background, kind of walking back and forth. I'm like, "Why is she walking back and forth? Like, what is going on?" But I'm in conversation with this guy, and I'm like, "She's really pretty, but yeah, whatever. She's cool, I guess." Um, and it took time. It took time for me to. I was like, "Oh, she is the one." You know what I mean? And then once that happened, we were both on the same page. And I say that to say, you may like her, but she may not even like. She may not be bought in yet. She may not see it yet. You know what I mean? It may be as she just don't see it yet. So, you know, man, bro, like well, she's like, I found someone who really loves me. Blah blah blah. He's an incredible man. And I'm like, man, I know I got the better end of the deal. But she's like, I know I got the better end of the deal. So it's that's a good thing, man. If you feel like you got the better end of the deal and she feels like she got the better end of the deal. But like I said, I didn't, like she tells our friends, like Mark didn't see the vision. He didn't see the vision. And I say that to say Maya may not see the vision. She may not see it. And if she never gets to see the vision, there's going to be somebody else, bro. There's going to, as you get older, your world gets bigger. And it just gets, you know, it just, you just meet other people. You meet a lot more people, you know. Um, so I'm gonna bounce up out of here. It's 2:21. I gotta get ready to pick my daughter up, but I'll definitely be back. Yo, man, see if you could pop back in the next stream, bro. I don't know when, but I'm definitely gonna come back in. I've seen her before. She's the godmother of grunge. Um but yeah, I'm definitely going to be back. Um, I'm definitely gonna be back. But it's good talking to you, man. I wanted to catch up with you. I just had a bunch of stuff to do yesterday. Um, but yeah, let me get out of here. Plus, I was just sitting here watching YouTube movies. I was like, I need to do something to warm myself up, so I decided to get on the drums.